So it is 9:30, I think, at night. And I am trying to process some garlic. I had already did quite a few pieces of garlic. Well, I filled this up with garlic and then I put some honey over it. And it settled a little bit, so I decided to add some more garlic and some more honey. And I had some more garlic left that had not quite gone bad. But it's also time to plant some garlic. So because I bought this from the store, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to actually plant from this garlic, because most of the garlic that you buy at the store is shipped from somewhere. And when they ship it from outside of the US, they have to drill it. And sometimes when they drill it, it messes up the bottom of the garlic that you would normally plant and would set roots. And so because this came from outside of the country, I wasn't sure if I was going to get any garlic that would actually sprout. Also, I ordered Instacart, and there's no way for the shopper for me to say, hey, can you get hardneck? And I wanted to plant some hardneck. These are soft neck, but I wanted to turn the camera on because there was something interesting I found in this batch. So first, let me just explain what I'm doing. I am making some honey garlic to cook with. It's also good medicinal. But I am fermenting garlic and honey. That's the first thing. The second thing is I'm saving all of these, the outer parts, some of the pieces that I'm cutting off the bottom, in a freezer bag so that I can put them in with the vegetable stock that I'm going to make once I get enough veggies to put in there. Or if I do bone broth, I could add some garlicky flavor to it. So that's the second thing I'm doing as far as processing them. But the interesting thing that happened, even though these have been drilled, they are organic. So they have not been sprayed with anything that would stop them from sprouting. I just thought that the root system would mess up. But I got a few of them like this. And I don't know if you can actually see. They've started to sprout. There we go. And so, because of that, I am going to plant them. So far, got a handful that have already sprouted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and finish peeling these. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 that I haven't gotten yet. I'm going to go ahead and finish peeling them. And then whatever I find, whenever I open up one and I find that it has already sprouted or began to sprout, I'm going to plant them. Because that means that the root system probably isn't messed up. And I could get some garlic. Now, like I said, I already bought some seed garlic in my zone, my growing zone, which is 7B, I believe. 7A or 7B. It's right on the border. I can grow either hard neck or soft neck. When you get to the colder zones, you have to grow hard neck because the soft neck would not survive the low temperatures in those zones. But I prefer hard neck because the hard neck variety, the center stalks will let off what's called scapes. They're only on the hard neck variety. And the scapes have medicinal purposes, but they also are very tasty to cook with. When they grow, you'll want to cut them off so that they don't take the energy from the bulb growing themselves. So we cut the scapes off, but I will take some of the recipes that I saw in the groups and try to cook them. I'm not seeing any more sprouted garlic. So I got 6, which is cool because again, I do have some seed garlic that I ordered with my fruit trees. So these are just some extra. You can never have too many, right? It's time to plant. I have that tree coming down Tuesday, which is in 2 days. And once that tree comes down, baby, I'm going to put together these Vigo beds. Almost threw that out. And I ordered 4. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 together to make it long. So they're the 9-in-1s. And I'm going to, I think one of the configurations was like a 6 by 3.5. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 6 by 3.5 beds together to make a 12 by 3.5, which is going to actually leave me with some extra end pieces, which, like I did with the other bed that I ordered on Amazon, I took those end pieces and made a circular bed. So I ended up with more growing space than what I had originally planned for. Is actually adding square footage, so that's a good thing. So I'm gonna have 1 large, I think it'll be, I have to go look at my notes. I know I have the 2 extra circular 3 by 3s from those first 2 beds. It might be about the same with these. Those first 2 beds were not Vigo beds. They were a different brand. The first beds I ordered on Amazon were way cheaper. They're okay. The one thing I don't like about them, especially since I made them longer, when I put the soil in the beds, it's kind of pushing the sides out. The Vigo beds, they have some braces that hold the sides in. So I do like that about the Vigo beds. And I ordered 4 of them, just like I ordered 4 of the other ones. They are also higher. The beds that I ordered on Amazon are only 12 inches or 1 foot high. The Vigo beds are 17 inches high. So that's another thing that I kind of like. I like the deeper bed. Because the deeper beds mean deeper roots, even though I don't put anything under it besides the wood chips, and I don't have to bend over as much. That extra 5 inches will probably make a big difference as far as me having to tend to the garden and weeding and stuff. That year that I was pregnant really showed me that I'm going to eventually not want to be hurting my back like that. So I am going to put those together as soon as that tree is down. And one of the first things, I also got my asparagus. Okay, so I had recorded a lot of content. And I mentioned that in another video. And I wasn't able to edit them and post them. However, I had a garden plan. I was excited about things. And one of the things I mentioned in that video that is, if you don't know me personally, you haven't heard about this, is I wanted to finally be able to plant asparagus. We actually really like asparagus here. And because asparagus is a perennial, comes back every year. The first year you don't even get anything. And I was always renting, which is not something that I wanted to plant. But since I purchased my first home, and I can now plant, perennials and know that years from now, I will still be able to harvest from them. I finally ordered some asparagus. So I'm really excited about the asparagus. So the two things that I am definitely going to be planting next weekend, maybe. I said definitely, and then I said maybe. I'm excited about planting them, and they need to go in the ground. The asparagus and the garlic. I gotta do some more research on the asparagus. It was in season for me to order, so I am hoping, because on Gurney's website, it does it tells you what your zone is, which I already knew what my zone was, but it also lets you know what you can order in your zone in this season. What I didn't do, because I was just so excited that they had asparagus, was I didn't pay attention to if this can be planted in the fall. So I need to go back and make sure, because I've never grown asparagus before. So I'm going to make sure, and hopefully I don't kill them. I also have a greenhouse that's waiting on that tree to come down, because the tree is actually right where the greenhouse is going to, well, right behind where the greenhouse is supposed to go. And I didn't want to put that up because when he takes that tree down, it's going to fall directly in the path of where the greenhouse is supposed to go and the garden. So that's why I haven't put the garden beds together, besides those two that's in the front entrance of the garden. But I haven't put the greenhouse together, the garden beds together, or done any of the moving the wood chips, which I'm glad I didn't find someone to move them when I was looking, because the tree would have came down right on that spot. So once he takes that tree down, I'm so excited to get started. Hopefully I can get the camera or phone out there. Kids are supposed to be asleep. Hopefully I can get the phone or the camera out there so I can get some actual footage or content. And I love you too, baby. Good night. And shoot another video. But anyways, that is all I had to talk about tonight. I need to finish getting this garlic because I am tired and I want to go to bed. So I'm going to get the rest of this garlic peeled. And I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to see if possibly I got another 2 bulbs that I can open up and see if they got any sprouting garlic. The more the merrier that I can plant. Because I will take up as much space for some garlic as I possibly can. If I can get a good harvest next year, then I won't have to keep buying garlic. Thank you for hanging out with me again, having a small chat, and be blessed.